I know this is kind of crazy, but I was talking to tardigrades today. I'm an animal communicator, and I've always been fascinated with these teeny tiny little creatures. Tardigrades are also known as water bears, and you have seen them in Marvel movies. Now, can you see them with the naked eye? Well, yeah, but they'd be about that big, like the little dot on the piece of paper. They're tiny little creatures, and they're funky looking. And in one of the Ant-Man movies, when they go into the quantum realm, they show you how tiny the humans are compared to these like giant water bears. So they're making a point to tell you, this little tiny thing is huge compared to the humans in the quantum realm. Is it the quantum universe? Quantum realm. Okay. So I have been fascinated with these things for so long. Oh my gosh, I got to show you this. Hold on. This is one of my favorite things. It's a water bear pin. That's kind of what they look like. They're not blue. They're probably like mud colored. They can live hundreds of years. They've been boiled and they live. Why would we do an experiment like that on them anyway? They've been frozen and they live. They've been sent into space and they still live. I mean, if the apocalypse comes, it's not going to be the cockroaches that survive, it's going to be the water bears. So what did they have to say? It gets kind of cosmic when you talk to the water bears. They're like little wise old souls. What did they say? So they think that we should be more fascinated with them too. However, they're kind of glad that we're not, because I took notes. They don't want to be trendy. They don't want to be a novelty like sea monkeys. And they're saying sea monkeys are stupid. And even in the wild, they don't live as long as the tardigrades do. And they're kind of a little smug. I asked them what it's like to live hundreds of years, and I got like this flash of disdain from them. They say they don't keep track of time like we do. They work, they play, they eat, they enjoy. They go with the flow. They say even though they can live hundreds of years, they don't always, and they're letting me know that they're all related. Because I said, how many of you are there? And the answer was countless. They said some of us are ancient and could tell tales if they cared to, but they don't care to. Generally, they don't care about us, we humans, except that we're ruining the earth. And that means that we're ruining their habitats too. But they're philosophical. They said, everything ends, you end, we end, the earth will end, but humans could take care of the earth better. I asked them if they sleep, and they just kind of laughed at me. They were like, you do your experiments on us. You've frozen us. You sent us into space. Yeah, sure, we sleep when we're frozen, but we don't sleep like you do. And they said, I know, this sounds so woo, doesn't it? I love the woo. Okay. They said that we're always aware. We are keepers on this planet, and it's by design that we're not noticed much so we can do our work. I was like, okay, what's your work? And they say we're record keepers. And they mean that in a really broad sense. They keep track of events on Earth. They say we outnumber humans so we can compute data. I don't know what any of that means. I tried to get clarification on it. They don't care. I asked them if they love, and they said, among ourselves, it's not necessary. It's a word you use for something that already exists all the time. We are one. So that's what I got from the tardigrades. And for weird, funky little creatures, at least to our eyes, they were a little superior. I didn't mind. Anyway, I'm Michelle, animal communicator. Thanks for being on this journey with me.